Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Now we're cooking. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Go. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Whitaker, but it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Whitaker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Down. 8-3. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Whitaker able to find Willis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tighten up. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Cook with the ground. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ballgame.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11,
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Whitaker in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to throw. Whitaker, he's got his man. This is Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks, and he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll set up a throw. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All day, dog. Check 13. Check 2.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Come on now. Let's
And
go.
it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Tate. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Big stop, let's go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Here's 2nd and 8. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Carl Nassib in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. They were looking for Johnson that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Corey Littleton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams...
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. To throw on third down. Whitaker got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Whitaker. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that fourth down. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he's got a man complete. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right cover...
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Still going. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. John Ursua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Carl Nassib picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and 6. Flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Off play action. Whitaker under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Diggs with a good footwork. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on another, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
General West. 5.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. He finds Ursua. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
On the ball.